Okay, so you want to learn about the A element and attributes in HTML, right? Well, I've got you covered. So here's the thing. If you've watched any of my previous videos so far, we're using the headfirst book as a resource to teach people how to learn, just teach people to learn HTML, right? Here's the thing. We're gonna be using that as our base foundation for education, right? But you don't have to have that book just to follow along with my videos, right? I'm gonna be making these videos a lot more easier to consume for people. I'm also gonna be trying to talk in a little slower, so I'm more clear, and it's a lot more easier to understand what I'm actually saying, right? I'm gonna notch it down a bit, right? So, alright, the A element. So here's how we're gonna do that. We're gonna go add an attribute to it. We're gonna go href, right? And we're gonna add link this to another HTML page, right? So let's say, what do you want to link this to? Let's get to ice cream and the attributes. We're gonna get into them. For example, the headfirst book uses a car as an example, but let's not do that. And we're gonna be talking about them, and we're gonna be actually having a project at the end of this video, right? So I'm gonna try to have one project at the end of every video, just to really test everything that we've learned so far, right? Because it's nonsense if you don't actually practice this stuff, right? You have to build projects, you have to solve fucking problems, you gotta get in there and do all this stuff. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. You're just gonna forget it tomorrow, right? So who cares? So since most people don't actually make it to the end of my videos or just any YouTube video in general, right? I'm gonna have to ask you to like, subscribe, comment, especially for the project that we're about to do at the end of the video. Definitely make sure to leave a comment for that. We're gonna get into it, don't worry about it, right? And make sure to turn on the notification if you want to be notified for whenever I will upload my videos. With that said, it's over, the intro's over, we can just get into the video and enjoy. So the book starts off by going just here's all the sites that you've made so far. Let's just throw all those in the trash can, right? Here's the new site that you're gonna make. It shows you all the new stuff that you're gonna be able to do with the A element and the image element, and also just talking about attributes in this chapter 2, right? So yeah, it starts off by showing you how your new site is gonna look like, and after that it teaches you, it already has the files pre-made for you. You can just go and download the pre-made files and just place them in a folder like it shows you on your screen right now, right? Just go ahead and do that. And yeah, if you don't have the book and you have no idea what I'm talking about, look, here's the thing, right? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna move over to my desktop right now, right? I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make this work. But basically, just write some text and then add some links to it, right? It's just that simple, right? We're gonna do it right now. It's super easy. It won't take a few seconds. Okay, so here we are at my desktop right now, and we're gonna be trying to explain what the A element does, how to use it and what it's for, right? So here's the thing. I want to make these videos as accessible as possible. So instead of just going over and making the exact code that we saw in the headfirst and make it the exact same time, we're gonna be actually making our own website, right? Using what we've learned. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's first off open the. I've made this before while I was reading this book myself, right? So let's just open this up and see what the code looks like, so we can get a general idea of how it's structured, right, and what it looks like. Right. So here we are. This is what the page looks like, as you can see right here. We could also. Alright, you are going to be learning about how folders work and how you can link to other HTML pages inside other folders, right? But for now, don't worry about that, right? Just look at this site right here that we've made, right? So this is what it looks like in the book as well, right? So we have it right here, and we want to make something like this, but not exactly the same thing, right? So let's just see how the structure for this web page looks like. And remove it over here, and let's just make something like this. You got HTML head, you got title, we got body, we got H1, one heading in the body, and then we got an image. But we're not going to be using this image one yet. We will get into the image element, but we just won't be using it right now, right? Don't worry about that. We're then going to okay, so let's do this. Let's just make a new folder, right? Call it what do you want our site to be about? Let's make it about, I don't know, ice creams, right? This ice cream shop. We open our ice cream shop folder, we make a new text, call it, ice cream, or make it something like this. page, main page, right? Something like that. And let's go back to renaming it and change it from text to HTML page, and just open that up of Visual Studio Code. Sorry for that. Okay, so here we are. Now let's get coding, right? So I'm just gonna make, you know how this works if you watch my previous video. I don't need to explain this. And remember we had like a title and a heading, I believe, right? Okay, we had a title here. We do have a title in here as well, right? So we want, what do you want the title of our ice cream shop to be? I think I'm just gonna name it, the ice cream shop. Something like that. Maybe we could just, for fun, just add like corp at the end of it. Ice cream shop corp. No, that doesn't sound right. Hey, ice cream shop corp. Why the hell not? Let's go with that. And then we want to add a heading. We just go ahead and H and pick that. And what did the site look like? Let's see what the actual site looks like right here. Welcome to new and improved headfirst lounge. Welcome to. Okay, I know what to write this. Welcome to the new and improved road to becoming a web developer. New web developer ice cream site, something like that, right? And then after that, what did we have in the view? I don't want to you just look directly at the code. We're gonna do this just by using the site. After this, we see benefit that we see these images actually, and we won't be talking about images right now, but we will get into them in the next video probably. So you see, join us in the evening. Okay, so this right here, we can see that there's an underline for this, and the color for it has changed. You can actually add underlines to anything you want in any text you want. We will be talking about how you can do that, right? But for now, don't worry about it, right? Just you can see that we can click on this; it's clickable. If you move over on the text, you can do this, but if you click on this, it takes you to another page, right? So how do we do this? How do we make this? Well, first of all, let's just write some text and then make a part of it clickable. Okay, so let's just write something. For writing something, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a paragraph. Sorry, we're gonna do a paragraph. We're gonna write some text, like this is the best ice cream shop in this side of town, and we have the most delicious. Am I saying this right? Delicious. All right, delicious ice cream you could. We have the most delicious. We have the most delicious ice cream you could ever imagine or you could ever taste. Something like that, right? So here's the thing. We made this, we can have the most delicious ice cream you could ever taste, and we want to link one of these to another page, right? We want to link this to something else. For example, we want to take the, let's pick the ice cream shop part, right? We want to take the ice cream shop part, and when you click on it, it's going to take us to our ice cream. It's going to take us to our a web page that talks about our ice creams, right? So let's do that. We just wrote that manually, right? So yeah, it starts over here, the most delicious ice cream, and let's just save this and see what it looks like. Yeah, let's go ahead and open it up. Ice cream shop. Let's see what this looks like. So welcome to the new and improved road to becoming a web developer ice cream site, and this became the most delicious ice cream you could Yes. Oh, so as you can see in this one, we can click on it, but we can't click on it right now. Now, why is that? Why is it that we can just click on this and go to another web page, and even though we use the A element, we still can't do it. We still can't actually click on it. Right here, right? Delicious ice cream. So here's the thing: we did use the A element, but we didn't actually tell it what to do, like what the element is supposed to do. So here's how we're gonna do that. We're gonna go add an attribute to it. We're gonna go href, right? And we're gonna add link this to another HTML page, right? So let's say, what do you want to link this to? Let's get to ice cream flavors. Right now, here's the problem right now. We don't actually have a web page called ice cream flavors right now. It doesn't even exist. So we're gonna have to make that ourselves. Let's just go and make a ice cream flavors, right? And change it to HTML. So like this, and ice cream flavors. I hope I didn't get the spelling wrong for this. If you do, it won't work. Ice cream flavors. Okay, let's hope this works. And if we go back, we should be able to see. Okay, here we go. It's actually clickable, but if you click on it, nothing happens. File not found, right? So here's the problem. The web page that we're pointing to or we're referencing is actually empty. It doesn't have anything, right? So let's just open this with code and let's just add some content to it. Like change the title to ice cream flavors. We change the body to. We can add some paragraphs here. Like okay, first of all, let's add a heading like this, like H1, and then add like chocolate. And then we can add some information about it. Delish. What do we want to add for chocolate? It can be anything you want. It can be like delicious chocolate ice cream. Ice cream, and then we can kind of just do the same, like copy and paste this and change the context of it. For example, vanilla. I hope I'm not getting the spelling for this wrong. I'm probably getting them wrong. I can tell. And yeah. Let's save this and see what it looks like. Okay, hold on. Here's a problem. Okay, so here's the thing. It would be great if you could go ahead and try to guess what just happened there. Why is it that even though we did everything right, why is the site still not working? Why can't I access the ice cream flavors HTML page? Well, here's the thing. When we were using href to link to our ice cream flavors page, we forgot to put the html.html at the end of it, right? We have to exactly say flavors.html, right? So for example, the reason for this is because let me go into the where was it, the ice cream shop, right? It has to link to a URL, the actual file. It has to know its complete name. For example, we can just make another text and then call it ice cream flavors, right? And you see, even though it's the exact same name, because it's a text and this is HTML, it's treated at different files, right? So you don't want to do this. Just make sure to exactly say the .html at the end of it, or .css or .js when we move on to JavaScript, right? So make sure to do this, and with that said, our page should be working right now. Let's go ahead and check it. You see, yeah, here we go. It's linked to chocolate page and the vanilla, and we can see this description for it, right? So when we try to make something like this, we haven't got to the images part yet, but we will in the chapter 2, right, of the head first book. So don't worry about it. We will get to the images, where how we can make these and how we can even use images to link to other web pages. For example, you can click on an image and then get to another web page. Alright, so let's talk about attributes. But before that, you might have noticed that my hairstyle changed. That's because I went and took a shower and came back. Okay, now that that's over, we can focus on what we're talking about, attributes. So here's the thing. Let's say you have a tag, or let's say you have a tag right here, right? and then you have it end right here, right? Because every tag, every element is a opening tag and a closing tag, right? So let's say you have content in the middle, right between your tags, and let's say your tag does something. For example, we can use the P tag for paragraph. We can use a Q tag for quoting. We want to put your text in a quote. You can use the U tag, I believe, for underlining your text. You can use stuff like that. And there's just a ton of elements, and these tags have a lot of each of them can do something on their own, right? Each of them has their own ability. But what if you wanted to have access to other sub abilities that these tags might have, right? For example, the headfirst book uses a car as an example, but let's not do that. Let's just in general, if we want to talk about what attributes do, they basically give us access to more tools to use in our elements, in our tags, right? So for example, the style attribute is a great example of that. A style can be used as a tag. It can be used as an element on its own in your head, right? But you can still use it as an attribute. We showed that in one of my previous videos when we talked about style and CSS. I will do my part 2 of becoming a web developer, right? So basically, we use attributes to give different properties to our tags and use those properties. For example, some attributes actually have access to multiple abilities. For example, the style has access to background color, background image, color, all this other stuff, right? So keep all of this in mind. And that's basically attributes. I'm gonna be showing you some examples on your screen right now of what they look like. You've already seen them before, but they're nothing complicated. You already knew about them. We were just going in depth and talking about them right now. And there are some exercises at the end of the video, and there are some exercises at the end of the chapter 2 for the headfirst book. And if you have access to the headfirst book, make sure to do those exercises. If you don't, I highly recommend you to go and try to find online exams and online tests for beginner level HTML tests and exams, and try to do those, right? Those can also be very helpful. But for now, this is over. We talked about attributes, and now we're going to move on. Okay, so I want to thank you so much for watching so far, and you've made it to the end of the video. But right now, I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to be doing in my next video. So for tomorrow's video, hopefully tomorrow's video, you can expect to see a project. We're going to be trying to do as many projects as possible so that we can actually learn all these subjects. Right? So for tomorrow's project, we're going to be doing a tribute page, right? I tried to basically what I did was I just went online and looked for like a basic HTML projects that you can do, and one of the recommended ones was a tribute page. So we're pretty much just gonna do that. We're gonna make a tribute page, and I won't tell you who it's about, but yeah, hopefully the person I'm making this tribute page will actually end up seeing it. But if he doesn't, that's okay, right? Anyway, so thank you so much for watching so far, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.